Yo, what's poppin', guys? I guarantee you hear a thing. I got a thing. My office is really hot, and it's like a fan, but louder. So shut up. I'm sorry. But today we got a tier list. What kind of tier list is it, Deku? Well, if you shut up, I'd tell you, okay? We got the Scratch 3.0 blocks tier list. These are the blocks, and Scratch 2.0 is a list. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna take it, take the stuff, and we're gonna make a tier list out of the blocks. Okay. Now, as you can probably see, some of these are like very cut off, as you can probably tell. So I got I got the actual scratch up, so I can match them up if I can't figure out which block it is. So without further ado, how about we just start? All right. Okay, here we go. So this first one, it looks like we have that's the and or not. Not gonna lie, I use that quite often. I don't know anybody who doesn't use that all the time. So because of how just overall useful it is, it's very useful. I can't think of any game situation where you wouldn't want to use this. But you know what? Just for how much I love it, I'm gonna say A plus. It's a very good set of blocks. They're very helpful, and I use them all the time. This one, it looks like it's the ask feature. Like it says like, "What's your name?" And honestly, I think I use this ask feature a lot more than other people do, just because I find it easier than like showing buttons to click on. So just on account of the fact of how much I use it and how useful I find it, I'm gonna I'm gonna put it at just an A, B for the only reason being that I can find other ways to do things. There are a lot more tedious ways to do something like this. I just like this a bit more. Then we have the answer button in and of itself for like to test their answer. Oh my goodness, I love this thing. However, I'm just gonna rank it the same A as the when it asks. By the way, I know some people like to put these in order. I'm not. I'm just sorting them on the tier list. I'm not sorting them in between the tier list of like which one of these two I like better. I'm not gonna be doing that. Next we have something number. What is that? Hold up, that's in looks. Number. What the? Is it this? Is it this? Is it costume number? I think it is. I think that's costume number, backdrop number. Okay, so I'm gonna take those as like this is being the same thing. Yeah, so we got costume number, background number. Again, I think this is a situation. I don't know. I don't watch other people make scratch stuff very often. I don't see a lot of people using this thing, but in my personal case, I like to use it a lot because of like cloning, especially when it comes to cloning. I use this to define what it should do, just to check what the costume is of the clone, and then have that define what function it should run. So basically, just based off of that, I mean, I think that's an A tier in and of itself. There's probably not going to be a lot of bad things, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. But who knows? We have blank contains something. Isn't that just... there's no shot it's this thing, is it? No. No, that is it. Yeah. Yeah. A contains A. If you've ever watched any of my saving systems, you know this thing is crucial in that. And I love saving in games, so you know what? A plus. I love it. We have something number of something. What is that? Oh, backdrop number of stage. Okay. Now, truth be told, I have actually never used this block in the entirety of my Scratch career. I've never once used it. I'm sure now that I'm thinking of it, I could think of some uses of how I could use it. But just because of the fact that I don't use it ever, I'm gonna say. Well, what situation would you even want to use that? I can't think of a reason you want to do that. I'm gonna put it on an E, because I can't even think of a reason why you would use that. I mean, I'm sure there is one, but I don't know. So is that the mod one? Hold up, mod. Yeah, this. Yeah, okay. Truth be told, I haven't a clue how this thing. Oh, not you. I haven't a clue how this thing works. Not. I have no idea how that works. Like, not at all. No idea what mod means. Not a clue. You know what? I'm changing this bottom F tier to I have no idea. And in that case, boom. I have no idea. Not a clue what that thing does. Is okay, now which one is this? Because there's two messages right next to each other. Is this... What is that one? Because that could be broadcast message or broadcast message and wait. That could be also be when I receive message. Which one is it? Ooh. Okay, I don't know what this one is. So I'm going to take this one as being the when... I'm going to take that as being this one. The when I receive message is what I'm going to take this one as being. And in that case, I don't know who doesn't use broadcasts. I mean, it's very easy to not use a broadcast. It's just far easier. So just because of that, I mean, who doesn't love broadcasts? You know what? S tier. Broadcasts are amazing. Same goes for creating a broadcast. I love it. S tier. Beautiful. Now we have variable. Now again, what variable is this one? Is this a hide variable? A show variable? I don't think it's a set variable. Well, it could be. I don't know what this thing is. I haven't a clue what that is. Like, which one is it? Because I see another one over, where was it? Right here. That has 2. So I know this one isn't the 2. So I'm going to take that as not being the... No, I'll take that as being by. This is by. Changing the variable by. Which in that case... Man, variables are just so important. It's not even funny. They're so important because it's hard to make a game when you don't use that. Think of a game situation where you like wouldn't use the variable. I know what you're thinking. Deku, you can make a variable and just not use that block. Well, shut up. I know that. But just because of its so ease of use, man. A. You know what? A plus. No, you know what? S. Variables are S tier. I love variables. Now, this is either set color effect, I think. It's either set or change. Yeah, it's either set color effect or change color effect. Regardless of which one it is, I personally almost never use it. In a game I'm working on right now that nobody knows about, and it's not the one that I announced. It's a completely different one that it's not going to be out for probably a year, if anything, if I'm being completely honest. I am using it, but honestly, I don't use it that much. It's not bad. I've used it before. I'm definitely going to use it in the future, obviously, as I just stated. So you know what? C. I'm giving it a C. It has use. It's average. It passes, but it's not my favorite. It's not personally something that I would use very much. Next, I think this is pitch, is what this is in the sound one. Yeah. Change pitch or set pitch. I have literally never used this. So you know what? Here, I'll make this E. Haven't used. There. Haven't used. I've never used the pitch one. Never once. I should. You know, I've never actually went through and looked at these and thought about how I could use them. I just thought of the idea and then did it. Now I'm thinking about it. I could do some cool stuff with that pitch thing. So I should keep that in mind. Next we have change size by. Change size and set size. I use that a lot. So, for example, when it comes to making objects bigger than they need to be, I love it. So, like, man, change size is so nice. I'm going to put it at an A-. It's super nice. I don't use it consistently. Like, I don't use it all the time. But A-. It's very good. This is the change volume by. I have never used it. Surprisingly, I've never used change volume by. Not once have I ever used it. I've used set volume. I've never used change volume, though. Next, we have change X by 10 and change Y by 10. I love these things. I rarely ever use the move block. I normally always use this. The only time I use the move block is when it's with clones and they're moving towards the player. Just because of it's like an ease of use sort of thing. Oh my goodness, we're getting more things. Oh, look at that. That's receive message, which means this thing isn't. What is it then? There must just be two separate things then. Huh. Oh, regardless, they're both still super good. Anyways, the change X and change Y by 10s. Oh my goodness, they're so nice. So you know what? I'm giving them a solid A+. Who doesn't love these things? Who doesn't? Now we have the clear, I think that's clear graphic effect. I think. Yeah, clear graphics effect. Again, I don't even know what it is. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what that is. I have not even the slightest clue about what this clear graphic effect is. At first, I thought it was pen, but then I'm like, no, it couldn't be pen because you have to come in here to get pen. I don't know what it is. I do not know what graphic effect is. Wait, is it like this? Hold up. Oh, it is. Oh. Well, now I know what it is. I know I'm going to keep it as I have no idea because at the time, I didn't know what it did. You know what? I know what it does now. I know what it does now. So I'll just put it at the haven't used because I haven't used it. There we go. I think that's clear sound effects. Is it? Clear sound effects? Yeah, it is. No, it's clear sound effects. Okay, clear sound effects. I normally don't do sound a lot of the time. Obviously, I've started doing it now as I've gotten more popular and people have actually been looking forward to games and stuff. So I've used it a lot more, but for the main reason of being I haven't used it much, I'm putting it at a B. Okay? Very good block. Very good block. Just I don't use it that often. Next you have is touching, which I think is the oh wait. Is touching. Is touching. Oh, does that mean it's the is touching color? I think that's is touching color. Yeah, I think it is. Is touching color? I use this a lot. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's just me or if it's a bunch of people. I use the is touching color block a lot. And because of that reason, I love it. I don't use it consistently all the time, but especially when working with clones, since I am not good at all with advanced cloning. I'm actually really bad with advanced cloning. Color sensing is like the only way I can get things to work because I just bomb when I get to complex cloning. Next we have something number. What? Didn't we already have one of those? Is this costume number? Was the other one backdrop number? It is. Look, that's a P. Backdrop number. I never use that. So I'm putting it at an A-. I'm changing it to an A-. You know, I'm changing it to a B. Because I like never use the backdrop number. Costume number, though. Costume number's an A. I use costume number quite a bit. Backdrop number, no, not really. Alright, this is the create clone of myself. Is what this thing is. Create clone of myself. I've recently gotten into clones a lot. As you can probably tell from Silent Night. I love clones, dude. So just because of that, dude. You know, S tier. I love the clones. I love cloning. It is so much fun. Makes things so easy. So now we have current year and days since 2000. That's a lot of days since 2000. Current year, 2021. I use this on incredibly rare occasions. In fact, I've used it once when I showed you how to make clocks and stuff. Like timers and stuff. I never use it. Well, I do use it on occasion. It's super helpful for some certain very specific circumstances, and that's why I'm going to put it at a C. D. It's not bad. It's passing, but like it could be better. Like there's not a lot of reasons to use that, especially the days since 2000. Who uses that? When have you ever used days since 2000? I want you to tell me that right now. Who uses that? Next, we have to delete this clone. Normally, when you create a clone, you're going to want to get rid of it. I don't want to rate it another S tier, so I'm gonna put it at an A+, because it is super, super good. But a big reason is I don't want to like put so much stuff on the S tier. Oh man, but no, it's a super good block. I do like it. Next, we have direction. Is that just like plain out direction? Yeah, it is. Yeah, for some reason thought there was like X direction for some reason. I'm an idiot. Direction. I don't use it often. It is very good though. I have used it, and the times I've used it, it's worked very well. So I'm putting it an A- because it's a very helpful block. Next we have mouse. Okay, this could be a few things, I think. Could it? Mouse. It could be mouse pointer. Could be touching mouse. Oh boy. That could be distance to mouse pointer or if touching mouse. Uh-oh. See, look, there's this. Wait, hold up. It's super skinny there. I figured it out. So, Okay. See how like skinny it is here, and how much more room there is there. If you look really closely here, you can see the touching mouse pointer has a bit more space, I think. So, touching mouse pointer. Again, I use it a lot because I've started doing a lot of overlay stuff, and you can't just put clicks. You can't just put when the sprite clicked if there's an overlay there. So, because of that, A minus. No, A. I love it. It's such a good block. Next, we have the greater than, less than, and equal to. Especially with my new game that I'm working on, the one that I did announce, that's used a lot. If you want to make shop systems or like level frequency systems, those are the blocks to use for sure. 100%. Those are what you're gonna want to use. And again, because I use them so much, A plus. Love it. Absolutely amazing. The forever loop. Who doesn't love the forever loop? I think this goes needless to say. S tier. It's an S tier. It's the forever loop. Who doesn't love the forever loop? I think everybody on the face of the earth loves the forever loop. Next we have go to random position. Okay, next we have the go to. This thing, go to mouse pointer, go to random position. I think you can also do you can go to sprites. With like bullet systems and shooting and stuff, you're obviously going to use that a lot, so you can like go to your gun or go to your player so they can shoot out of the player. And because of how like frequently it's used in shooter games, which I like to make a lot of the time, A plus, I'm kind of categorizing as you use it a lot in your games, and A is just like you still use it a lot, but these are definitely far more common. Next we have the, I think that's the go. I just want to make sure. Yeah, go to X, Y. Yeah. No, because it's like CS. CS. What? What do you mean CS? None of these. Oh, this. Oh, okay. The glide. This is glide. I don't use glide that often. I have used it a few times before. It's especially helpful for like cutscenes and stuff like that. And since I've been trying to do some cutscene stuff just in my free time, with games that probably aren't going to be released, just testing out some stuff. So because of that, B, pretty good. Next we have ARD something. That's Looks. ARD. What could ARD mean? Forward. Go forward layers and backwards layers. I very rarely use the forward. I normally do either go to front or go to back. So because of that, I'm going to put these forward and backwards at a B, and I'm going to put front and back at an A. Just like go to front or go to back at an A, go forward a few or go backward a few at a B. Mouse pointer. I think that one's just go to mouse pointer. No, point towards mouse pointer. Again, this could be a few things. I think because it's just the darker blue. Excuse me. I think it's just point towards mouse pointer. Point towards mouse pointer. Which in that case, easy A+. I love it. It is so good. Have you ever used any kind of shooter game? Oh, look at that. You need to move your mouse to make sure he points at you. It's amazing. Everybody loves that block. Okay, now this one could be a few things. Like it could be go to. Could be glide to. Could be set Y. That wasn't set Y. It could be change Y. Could be set Y. I don't know which one that is. Which is my problem here, because I don't know what that one is. Wait, no. If that's a Y mirror, that means it has to have X and Y, so it means it can't be these. Meaning, I think it's just go to X, go to Y. Because we've already used the glide, so it's go to X, go to Y. Go to X, go to Y, literally consistently, all the time. S, sorry. Everybody on Earth has used this. Literally everyone. Come on. Who hasn't used that block? Who hasn't used the go to X, go to Y? Everybody's used that. S. Easy S. If then else, come on guys, it's if and else. That's an easy S. An if statement, come on, easy S. You use these all the time. You use those all the time. I don't know many tier lists that have S at more than the rest of them, but come on, easy S. Look at that. Next we got if on edge bounce. I used to use it a lot when I was first starting out. I don't use it a lot anymore. In fact, I probably haven't used it in a few years. but it is very it can be helpful. So C tier. Oh, this is join. This is join apple and banana. I have recently been using this a lot more. Like within the past like year, I have been using it a lot more than I used to. So it's become a lot more helpful for me. So because of that, I'm gonna put it an A minus. I don't use it all the time, but it is super super helpful. What's this? Ace? Oh boy. What could be ace, guys? Is it space pressed? Oh, it is. It is. It is. It's key space pressed. Obviously. Super nice one. A plus easy. Because, like, come on. If you literally have any game where you use your keyboard, you're obviously using the key space pressed. Next we have length of. Is that just... That's this. Length of apple. It's super, super helpful for very specific circumstances. But I feel a lot of circumstances you could like create a list and do the same thing in there. Like if I just like you could use a lot of the same thing, like length of right here, it's the same thing. No, you couldn't exactly use that. Regardless, it's super useful, so I'm gonna put it at a solid A minus. Next you have one of something. Is that letter one of apple? Love this, literally love this one. This is so good. Another A minus, dude. Checking to be able to see what a specific character of a specific, whether that be like answer, variable, list number, it's so helpful. I love it so much. Next we have loudness. What? Oh wait, yeah, this thing, literally the loudness bubble. I don't know what that is. Like, oh my god, guys, it's literally sensing my microphone. Well, I did not know it did that. What? It senses your microphone? Yo, that's dope. I haven't used it though, so I'm putting it in haven't used. I'm definitely going to use that now. There is no shot I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use that so hard it's not even funny. I have so many ideas now. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. See, look, it's even showing that it's capturing my microphone. That's amazing. Next we have a green one. Oh god, I can't even tell what that is. Something of. It's not this one. I think it's abs of. I literally use none of these except floor and ceiling. I use floor and ceiling. Like, I know how to use the other ones. I just never do. So just because of that, I'm putting it at a D because I've used it. I've used floor and ceiling. I haven't used any of the other ones. I think I've used cosine or sine once for some triangular stuff. Other than that, not really. Next, we have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Again, easy A+. Like, come on. Look at that. It's beautiful. You want some easy automation in some of your functions? You use this, along with, like forever loops and stuff. Mouse down. Again, I'm going to have to put this in the same way as touching mouse pointer. So A, just because, again, if it touches the mouse pointer, click, same thing as pressing sprite, except, you can actually layer over. If that didn't make sense, I'm sorry. Mouse X, mouse Y. This is just, if you don't know what it is, it's just to detect where your mouse is. Again, just to show real quick. Mouse X, mouse Y, hello. Yeah, mouse X shows me where my mouse X is. Mouse Y tells me where the mouse Y is. Shows you where, you see this thing right here, these numbers? Basically that. It shows you where they are on the plane. Can be super helpful for a lot of situations. So I'm putting that as C tier. Just because I don't use it specifically quite a lot, but it's very, very helpful in a lot of circumstances. Next, we have the basic, super common, move, blank amount of steps. Who doesn't like this thing? I don't use it a lot, but it's very helpful, so I'm putting it at a B. Putting it at a B. Solid B. Next, we have, what does that say? Next backdrop. Not gonna lie, I barely ever use next backdrop. Barely ever. Actually, no, I don't think I ever have. No, I've used it. I've used it a few times. Never for anything like that's ever been released, I don't think. Don't quote me on that. Watch someone go back and look at every single project I've ever posted on every account just to find it. So I'm putting it at a D. I don't see a lot of big uses for it. You could easily just use set backdrop too. I don't see a lot of situations where you change the backdrop unless you're doing like an animation. I don't do animation though. Next we have next costume. This one I use. This one I use. This one, solid C. Solid C. It's a good block. It's a pretty good block. Next we have I'm one. Hello? I'm one. What do you mean I'm one? What? Oh, random. Pick random. Oh, it's pick random. Boys, pick random. Easy, A. Easy. I use this thing all the time. If you ever want a system where, like, rarity, like maybe you have, I don't know, an enemy that when you kill it, it has a chance to drop something, you use this. You use this mixed with variables. Easy. Easy. Next, you have pop, which I think that could be two, couldn't it? Yeah, it could. It could either be start or play. Depending on which one that is. Okay. I'm going to guess this one is play sound, this one right here, and this one is start sound. No, I'm going to guess this one's play sound, and this one's start sound. Play sound is helpful, and I like it, okay? Because what it does is it plays the entirety of the sound. Okay? Now, it seems like they do the same thing. However, in certain circumstances, like, for example, if you were to take a forever loop and put this over here, you get it. If you take the forever loop and do this one, it only starts saying it. It doesn't actually allow it to finish. So because of that, this, A minus. I like it. No, you know what? A. And while we're at it, I'll put the start one at an A minus because it can be helpful, but again, not nearly as good as its predecessor. So we have direction. I think that's point in direction. Maybe? Point in direction. Yeah, I think that's point in direction 90. So if you do like RPG things and you don't want to have costumes for which direction they're facing, you use that. So you know what? Very good block. A minus. Not a bad block at all. Very good. Very good. Next we have, what is that? Is that distance for mouse pointer? No. Was that an E? I think that's an E. No. What is that? Mouse pointer. Is that towards? Point towards? Oh, I think that's point towards mouse pointer. No, that's what I said that was. What is this? What are you? Point towards. There's no other mouse pointers in here. I mean, again, I can make it. You know, we're going to take this one as a go-to mouse pointer. No. No. What? That's an S. So this one is point to. That means this one is go-to mouse pointer, which in that case, I'm taking this go-to mouse pointer, A minus. This point towards, A plus. It's hard to see, because I can't just like click on it and have it zoom in for me. That'd be too easy. Next we have the repeat a specific amount of times. I love it. I don't think it's quite deserving of the S tier, but A plus because it's very, very, very helpful. Now we have the repeat until. It's all as good. Just a little bit better. So if I were to put them in like an order, I'd put it like there. But since I'm not, I don't care. Next you have reset timer. I have never used timers. Not a once. If I ever wanted a timer in a game, I always used a variable. I don't know why. It literally has something built in, but I've never used it. Next we have the round. Now, if you don't know what round does, I'm fairly certain it just literally rounds it up or down. Like, if you have 45.5, it'd go to 50. Or 45.5, it'd go to, like, 46. Yeah, or if you had, like, 45, I don't think it'd do anything. Yeah. It's just that. It's the same as doing, same thing as doing ceiling or floor. Except what ceiling does is it rounds it to the highest, 46. And floor rounds it to the lowest, 45. You get it. Again, I use it a lot. It's a very good block. A. Now we have the talking and the thinking for a specific amount of time. Talking and thinking for a specific amount of time can be super helpful for a lot of, you know, cutscenes and stuff. For cutscenes that you don't want the player to touch the keyboard to interact with. So for that situation, I'm putting it at an A minus. Now, for the ones where it's inevitable until you stop them from speaking, therefore you can have like a system where it says something and then you hit the space bar and it chooses a new one. A. I think it's far better than the other one. All right. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, man. R effect. Please, no. Well, no. Wait, what? There's no... No, there is. Okay, this could be set color or change color. What? What did I put the other one? Where did I put the other one? Right there. I'm going to put it in the same one because I think it's either set or change. C. Variable. Variable stuff. Literally everything variable. S tier. Easy. It's a variable. Who doesn't love variables? Now, this is, I think, a new Scratch block. I think this was a Scratch 3.0, the set draggable, right? I think so. Yeah, it is set draggable. I'm pretty sure that's a new thing in Scratch 3.0. And since Scratch 3.0, I'm gonna say it is still kind of new, I guess. Not really. We've been working with it for quite a while now, but I have never used it. Next, we have, oh boy, that's a sound thing. Something effect. Oh, this is either set pitch or change pitch. Okay, where'd I put the last one? Haven't used it. I've never set pitch or change pitch. Pan left, right. What? Dude, that's dope. That's amazing. I love that. I'm going to use that now. I didn't know what it did. Well, I mean, I knew what pitch did. I didn't know you could have pan left and right. That's dope. Style. Style? Set rotation style. Oh. Oh, you can set it to not rotate? What? I only knew the left-right thing. I've never used it. I knew what the left-right did. Not a clue. I did not a clue that the other ones even existed. I gotta actually look at stuff. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Anyways. What's next? Set size or change size? Where'd I put the last one? Change size? Oh, this is set size. Set size. Who doesn't love set size? Easy. Easy A. Minus. Volume. Oh, setting volume. If you're a decent human being and you have sound in your game, if you're a decent human being, you make a slider system where you can slide to change the volume from in-game, right? I use it. It's a very good block. I don't use it super often, but when I do, it's very good. A minus. Next, we have set X to and set Y to. Specifically, setting X or Y to a thing. A plus. Very nice. Very, very good. We have show variable, hide variable. You know what? Actually, I'm going to rate that one an A plus because it's still super good. It's not nearly as helpful as actually being able to, like, modify your variables. Oh, but what am I doing? You have the show hide blocks. S. It's the show hide blocks. Everybody loves the show hide blocks. Who doesn't love that? We have size in general. I don't use it often. I'm putting it at a D. It can be used. I just don't. Next, we have stop all sounds. Again, if you have games and you want to, like, if you have, like, music running and you want to start a cutscene, you stop all the sounds and start the new ones for the cutscene. Super helpful. A minus. Oh, wait, hold up. A minus. Next, we have stop all. If you have game over, a game over screen plays for a few seconds, you stop the game entirely. Super, super helpful. A plus. Okay, set backdrop too, I think is what this one is. Set backdrop. Use it a lot. Easy A plus. Setting the backdrop to something. Same goes for setting the costume to something. A plus. Super, super helpful. Again, for timers and stuff, I've never used it. I've never used timer. Which mouse pointer is this? This is either touching mouse or distance to mouse. I'm going to take this as being distance to mouse pointer, which in that case, I've never used it. I've never used distance to mouse pointer. I probably should. There's a bunch of situations where I could, but I've never used it. Now we have touching color. Oh, wait a minute. What? Then what was this other one? Is touching. Wait, what? Oh, no, this is if this is color is touching color. I think. Okay, this is, I'm going to take this one as being color is touching color, which in that case, I've never used it. When you have touching color, A plus, easy mode. Okay, now we have the rotate degrees sideways. Situations I've used it, yes, I've used it very often. For example, like shotgun pellet clones, depending on what a variable number is, they'll spray out in 3 directions, so it like covers a wider terrain. I just did a hand movement and just realized you can't actually see what I'm doing. But I don't use it super, super often. I'm giving it a C because it can be used, obviously, in a lot of situations. I just don't very often. The username button. Username button is super helpful, especially if you just have a few friends. Like, for example, maybe you have cheat codes and you don't want the whole world to be able to use cheat codes, but you just want like a select friend group. You can just check to see if their username is there. Very helpful. I'm going to put it at a B. Variable. Who? Okay, come on. Come on. 1 second. S. Easy S. Variable bubble. Variable bubble. Love it. Volume. I never actually use it to like, well, that's a lie. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That is a complete lie. I just lied right to your face. A minus. The volume bubble. The wait specific amount of seconds. Do I need to say it? Do I even need to say which tier that goes in? No. S. Easy. Wait until. Once again, do I like even need to say it? I don't think I do. I think it's a needless to say thing. Switches to what? Hold up. Oh wait, is that like when backdrop switches to or when costume switches to? Yeah, when backdrop switches to. I've never used it. Not a once. One space key. I used to use it a lot when I was a kid and didn't understand that you could like, you know, kind of do one of these kind of things. Before I figured out like that was a thing. This function right here. So I think like everybody just switched it instead of that. Like they do this instead because it's the same thing. Literally these two things are the exact same things. Just this is a lot more useful. So since I don't use it much anymore, I'm putting it at a D because there's far better ways you can use it. The green flag clicked. Come on. S. You literally need it in your game. You need it. You need it. Now watch someone be like, no, actually, if you do it in this specific way, it is not necessary. But I'm fairly certain it's 100% necessary in every single game. Receive message. It's broadcast, man. S. Easy. Start as a clone. Come on, man. They're clones. Easy S. When the sprite clicked. I'm putting it in A+, just because you can use it in a different way that's also far more effective in a bunch of other ways, such as the if touching mouse pointer and mouse down, because you can use overlays with it, and this you can't. Timers. Again, timer. Haven't used it. If you don't know what one that is, that's where is it? Wait, wait a minute. What? What? Oh, right. This thing. One loudness greater than 10, which again I'm gonna use now. And you have X position and Y position. I use them so much. A+. All right. I'm gonna have to zoom out so you can actually see the full tier list. So here's my list of every Scratch 3.0 block. I realize not a single list one was touched on, so that's stupid. But whatever. I'm gonna get a quick screenshot for the oh god, I just closed it, guys. I just closed my monitor thing. Okay, I'm gonna get a quick screenshot just so I can thumbnail. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you didn't like it, that's fine. I just thought I'd make it just because some people might be interested in what I think about every single block. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You know, you guys are cool. I like you guys. I've just lost everything. I've been recording for way too long. While you're at it, I want to subscribe to my channel. If you join my content, that help me out a lot. We're growing super quick, and that's super cool. Join Discord, link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.